Want to know where my passion for BarrelUp for baseball started? You want to know? It all started on a baseball field just like this, catching barrels at an early age. Welcome to BarrelUp Podcast. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the new and improved edition of BarrelUp Podcast. This is your host, John Carlos. I'm here today with our number one fan, Tasnim Ahmed. Yes, Tasnim Ahmed. You guys are going to see him. I'm on a live call, a Zoom call right now with my boy, as we are given the opportunity in this new season to the fans. We want to hear what the fans have to say, especially this kid who has been with us since day one. Taz, I'm going to pass the ball on to you. But before that, do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, BarrelUp Podcast. Follow us on Instagram, BarrelUp_baseball. Like this video. Comment down below. This is all because of you guys. We want to thank the fans for giving us the opportunity to be where we are. New studio, new lights, new camera. And by the way, if you want to catch some civil rights action, if you want to learn about the Constitution, you got to hit up my guy, my boy, my brother, actually my real brother, Eli, the People's Guy. Eli, the People's Guy. Just like that on YouTube. You will learn about civil rights and what not to do when you get stopped by a cop. But anyway, for our grand opening, I'm going to pass the ball on to Taz. Taz, Tell the fans who you are, buddy. Tell me, like if I didn't know you already, but I do. I want everybody else to get to know you, Taz, and the amazing kid that you are and the passion for baseball that you have.
Well, my name is Taz, right? And I've been a baseball fan since I was 7. I'm a Yankee fan. I'm from the Bronx. That's probably why. Yeah, I love baseball, man. I don't just focus on the Yankees. I love the sport of baseball. Other sports too, but baseball is like, I understand it. It's easier for me to relate to.
Yes. We want to thank you once again, Taz, for giving us all the support that you do. I am personally a big supporter of you because I see you always supporting me and my project, you know. Tasnim, but I'm gonna call him Taz for, because I it's a little nickname. We met through Instagram. The kid has been following us every post, every story, every video that we post on BarrelUp. He's a big fan, and we're glad to have you. We're glad to have you, Taz.
Yeah, I like what you're doing, John Carlo. Keep doing what you're doing, man. It's dope.
I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. And it's because of people like you.
It gives you a unique perspective on how to make the majors, because you played semi-pro baseball in DR.
Yes, I did. I played semi-pro baseball in DR. You know a lot about me, man. But
yes, I do.
Taz, I know you're a Yankee fan. But we're on BarrelUp, so we're not gonna be biased. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you fine, bro.
We're not gonna be biased. We're gonna talk about obviously the Yankees are doing great. Props to the Yankees, to their management, to what they're doing. You guys are doing an amazing job in the second half. Cool. Props to that, right?
Cool.
But I think there's an even bigger story that we have to touch base on, and it's the New York Mets and the horrendous second half of the season that they're having, guys. Dios mío. The Mets started off great. They started off as they usually always start, right? With a great team, a better team than they have in many years.
Yeah.
A few injuries. They did tremendously great in the first half. Now we're in the second half of the baseball season. Now they're doing tremendously wrong. What's going on with the Mets, Tasnim? Tell me, what's going on?
Well, I think with the Mets, the first half they weren't hitting at all. But the pitching really helped them out. The pitching kept them afloat. It kind of hid their problems offensively. You know,
Yeah.
the pitching hid their problems offensively in the first half. Now the pitching has regressed to the mean, and Mets offensively were not that good the first half or the second half.
So you say that's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good analysis right there. I'm not gonna lie. So you're saying basically that pitching is what's held the Mets in check to this day. They're not that bad. You know, they have lost possession of the first place position in the NL East. The Phillies are on top now. But you're mainly saying that the pitching is what's held them intact.
Yeah, because if you look, the Mets never got it together offensively. You know, the pitching has held them together in the first half. They were winning games 2-1, 3-2. You know, 1-0, and Degrom injury, that was a big injury. So right now the offense needs to step up. Michael Conforto is having a terrible year, and he if he wants that $200 million contract, he's not gonna get it this year because he's been terrible. The last 76 games, he's hitting 201.
He's hitting 201 for the last 10 games. He's having a terrible season.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of pressure building up on his behalf because this is his contract season, as you stated. That's a very good point. But I feel like the Mets, there's a cliche around where they say that the Mets is a clinic. You go to the Mets, you're bound to get injured. The Mets made a big push in the trade deadline. They went for Javi Baez when a lot of people have said
they went for. Can I?
Go ahead.
They went for Javier Baez, but I would have traded for Barrios.
You would have traded for Barrios. Very good piece, because that was
Jose Barrios.
What I was about to say. The Mets are prolific for making the bad moves all the time. They went for hitting. Not to say that Javier Baez is not a great hitter. He's one of the best hitters in MLB. But pitching wins ball games. And now, guess what? Now Javier Baez, without even having 2 weeks with the team, is what? Guess what?
He's injured.
He's injured.
He has an injured hip.
He has an injured hip. So at the end of the day, how is it panning out for the Mets? It's going from bad to worse.
Also, if you remember, as I said earlier, the pitching has held them together the first half.
This kid is really smart. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
What do you think about Carrasco? The additions of Carrasco to the team. What do you think about that? His first start. I was actually in that game. I'm pretty sure you saw the vlog.
Yeah. He was decent. He was pretty good for a guy his first start. But you can't count on Carrasco because he's been injured all year. It's too much to ask for him to come here
to really give you the innings and the performance that you would expect from him. I get you, but we're missing I say we, even though this is unbiased, I am a fan of the game. I am a fan of the Mets, and right now they're doing ass, right? DeGrom, another piece, throwing 100 miles per hour. And now he's gone.
Listen, DeGrom was slated to win the National League MVP. I love DeGrom. I'm a Yankee fan, but I love DeGrom. I love watching him pitch. But he needs to slow down, I think, because he's not gonna hold up if he keeps throwing 100 miles an hour. His body's not going to hold up. He's not gonna hold up if he keeps throwing 100 miles an hour. You know what I'm saying?
The art of throwing a baseball already is a movement that the body is not used to. Like I said, if you can go back to prior episodes, he is aging and only getting better. But then again, that getting better, meaning throwing harder as he ages, that's just causing a big toll on his body, and we can see it now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I think this should be a lesson for him to slow down. don't throw 100 miles an hour all the time because that body, he's getting to his 30s. That body's not going to hold up.
Exactly. Guys, I'm going to pause here to remind you not to forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, BarrelUp Podcast. Follow us on Twitter, BarrelUp Podcast /baseball. Follow us on Instagram, BarrelUp Podcast. BarrelUp_baseball. Like this video, comment down below. Follow us on Anchor, right? If you want to listen to this podcast, follow us on Anchor, where you can stream this. You can listen to this on Spotify. We're everywhere, thanks to you guys, right? Going back. So the reason why, Taz, I decided to talk about the Mets today is because everybody knows how special the move that the Mets made is, acquiring Javi Baez from the Cubs.
Yeah.
To play with his fellow mate, Francisco Lindor. What do you call him? Frankie?
Yeah.
What do you call him? Tell him what you call him.
I call him Frankie.
Frankie Lindor, right? What do you think about that duo whenever it pans
Mr.
out? Because guess what? They're both injured. What do you think about that whenever they get to play together?
I think it's going to be something special. I think Javi, he needs to move over to second base. He's going to move over to second base eventually. On Lindor, I think Lindor's been a disappointment this year, but I think he's in a new league. He's getting acclimated. I think if the Mets don't make the playoffs, Steve Cohen is going to clean house. Rojas is gone if they don't make the playoffs.
Rojas is gone if they don't make the playoffs that soon?
Yeah, let me tell you something about Steve Cohen. Steve Cohen I follow Steve Cohen. I followed him for a long time. Steve Cohen is a Wall Street guy. He's a hedge fund guy. He's very competitive, and he's very impatient.
Good point. That's another insight that we don't usually get to hear from, like, an owner of a team. And I guess you follow him. That's nice.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's a Wall Street guy.
You can tell he doesn't play. He came to win.
Yeah.
What do you think, Taz, is the answer for the Mets to actually piece it together? Because they're having a great year, even though they just got kicked out of first place. What do you think is the antidote to this mess?
They got to start hitting, man. There's enough talent in this lineup for them to start hitting. There's enough talent. If you look at this lineup, there's enough talent there. They had to start hitting, and yeah, they had to start picking up their pitchers.
Just like the Yankees did.
They had to start hitting.
Just like the Yankees
and they have a big series against the Nationals coming up. In my opinion, you gotta sweep that series, because if you look, they're playing San Francisco and the Dodgers.
Yes.
The next 13 games.
I'm hopeful that things will turn around. By far, I've seen a major change from last year to this year, even though last year was cut short, right? I've seen a major change in divisions. I think that the National League East is the weakest division in baseball right now.
Yep.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Both agree.
That's a fair statement. The National League East is very weak right now. If the Yankees were in the National League East, they would be fighting for first place right now.
Okay. Even though we were not going to talk about the Yankees in this show, we're gonna give them 2 minutes.
Okay.
The Yankees, on the other hand, now talking about your team.
Okay, my team.
What do you think has been the biggest turnaround for the Yankees to contend the way they're contending in the second half? Quick story.
I think Gallo and Rizzo helped a lot. I think it kind of give them a deep lineup. Gallo balancing the lineup kind of. I think Gallo and Rizzo helped a lot, and this new pitcher Luis Gil helped a lot.
Dominican guy.
Yeah. He's from DR. He helps a lot, man. He's been brilliant his last 2 starts.
Facts. Well, guys, you heard it here first. All right. Last but not least, I want you to think about this one.
Okay, cool.
Maybe it may be too soon, but I don't think it's too soon. We've seen enough baseball this year to kind of have an idea of what's going to happen. Your prediction for the World Series. Who's going and who's not?
I think that's tough. You know what? I think the White Sox.
The White Sox.
I think the White Sox.
Yeah, the White Sox are looking good.
Sneaky to make the World Series, but I think it's gonna be the Dodgers and someone else.
The Dodgers. So you're calling it that the Dodgers. By the way, we were at the Dodgers versus Tampa Bay World Series last year. Go check that out. Go check that video out. We were there, right? Yeah. But my man here, Tasnim, is saying that the Dodgers are going again. The Dodgers are going again. Bold statement. Yeah. You said the White Sox, right?
Yeah.
You heard it here first. All right, Tasnim, I want to thank you, my boy, for giving me your time, for being the first fan in the new studio, for talking about the Mets, giving your opinion, your analysis, what you see, which is very valid. And I want to thank you for always being the fan that you are, our number one fan.
Of course, man. Anytime.
All right. It's been a pleasure. Go ahead.
Oh, the way I found your page is Anthony. We have a mutual friend, Anthony.
Anthony, tell him who's Anthony.
Anthony is a guy I went to high school with for 1 year. He's a great guy, humble guy. Love that kid, man.
Mm-hmm. Anthony.
Yeah, I think he was. I think he was talking about Posada and Pudge Rodriguez.
Posada versus Piazza.
Oh.
Anthony, to close off the show, Anthony is one of my athletes. Besides BarrelUp Podcast, this is a major company, right, that I'm building. God bless. I also have the baseball training development services, BarrelUp Baseball, right? So if you guys watch what we're saying here, if you guys follow us on BarrelUp_baseball on Instagram, you will see all the training lessons, all the training services. With that being said, Taz, thank you so much, my brother. We'll speak after this.
It's been a pleasure. Hopefully we do this again soon.
Of course we're going to do this again soon. There's a lot of major topics like Willy Adames. Willy Adames' trade. Let me leave it there. You know, we can't give it all in one show, right? But just to say the least. Willy Adames.
Just the teams.
Yes. Willy Adames, that trade to Milwaukee, that has been the major move in his career. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, BarrelUp Podcast. Follow us on Instagram, BarrelUp_baseball. Like this video. Comment down below. Follow us on Anchor and on Spotify. Do not forget to click that bell. Tasnim, one last word for the fans.
Yeah. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm on Tasnim8016.
Tasnim8016 on Instagram. Follow my boy. Make sure. And to watch this video, hit that button on.
I followed you on Twitter.
You follow me on Twitter. I'm telling you, he's a real fan. Hopefully, I get to see you in person so I can give you the merch soon, right? Merch is coming soon. All right, guys. It's been a pleasure. Your boy John Carlos is here. First episode in the new studio. We are out. Taz, I'm going to holla at you soon, Papa.
Man.
All right, my brother. Take it easy.